Hey everybody, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I am so excited. I'm like giddy because my niece, who has been traveling all over Asia this summer after graduating from college, just came home yesterday and she brought me a amazing crafty gift from Japan. She brought me Copic markers and refills. I'm so excited. So if you guys don't already know, Copic markers are ridiculously expensive in the US. Plus, a lot of times, a lot of the colors that we want aren't in stock because I guess they just can't produce them fast enough to export out to the US and to other countries. So when she told me that she had a little bit of extra time and she had done a little research, she found a Copic store in Japan, in Tokyo. I was just thrilled, and I went through my color chart, which I always keep up to date of all of the colors that I have. It's right here, and I picked out a whole bunch of colors that I really wanted, and the price differences are just incredible. But rather than just go through and show you guys what she was able to get for me, I thought I would go through real quick and tell you what I've researched here in the US. Copic markers are generally less expensive if you can first, if you're starting your collection, getting a big lot on eBay, which is how I actually started my Copic collection. I bought a big lot. I was, bidding in different auctions and was successful in getting a big lot. I can't remember exactly. It must have been something like 50 or so markers. Each one, I ended up calculating it out, and it turned out to be about $3.50, maybe $4, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it's not really good to do that, I think, once you've started your collection, because you're not picking each individual marker, you're picking like a big lot. So it's a great way to start a collection. And so I did that on eBay first. And then after that, I've been able to pick up markers here and there from people's D-stashes. And then I've also found two online stores that I think have great prices. One is Carpe Diem markers, and I will put a link in the description box below to that store. In general, they sell the refills for about $5.49 and the markers for about $5.24. And with a purchase order of $35 or more, that you get free shipping. The other store that I found more recently is Jerry's Artorama, and they also sell these markers at a discount. Refills are a little cheaper even. It's $4.59, and markers are generally about $5.24. And they have the same free shipping policy on orders of $35 or more. And I've bought from both places, and they've been great in terms of service. And like I said, in terms of general prices, that's pretty much the lowest you can find for individual markers. I will also say that on Amazon, if you are starting out and you want to buy the sets, they often have really great prices. And I will put a link in the description box below to some of the sets that I think are really great prices, at least today, as of September 2nd, 2017. They average out to markers being around $5 or so per marker, which is cheaper than both Jerry's Artorama and Carpe Diem markers. So if you are able to buy sets and that's not going to create repeats for you, that's a great way to also build up your Copic collection. The other way that doesn't actually work for me, but I know has worked for other people, is buying markers at Joann's or Michael's. And my Joann's never has any Copic markers on their shelves. And my Michael's has a handful probably, and they're colors that I already have. So, if you use a 50% off coupon or something like that when they're full price, and Joann's actually sometimes offers them on sale, similar to the online stores that I mentioned, those prices. And then occasionally they'll have a 25% off of even sale items, but only in store. So if you have a well-stocked Joann's, that could work out great for you in terms of getting good prices. It's just not something that works for me because the two Joann's that are within a 50-mile radius of me just doesn't have the inventory that I need for Copic markers. So those are kind of the US-based stores where I think you can get great deals on Copics. But let me show you what I got from my niece. These are the colors that I wanted in terms of refills. They're colors that I use often. and that I know I will use the refills for. So 35, E35, E37, R24, R27. These are good reds and these are good browns. I also use blues a lot, the paler blues, and I already have the Booty 000, 00, and 01, so I thought I would add and get an 02. This is R20 and R30. I have been looking for these refills for I don't know how long. Every time I look, they're out of stock. I use this for blush all the time, and I use this for blush often for boys. It's a little bit more of a yellow tone and a little bit less pinky. And then C0. I use a lot of the cool tones a lot. I've actually used the refills quite a bit for the C579 string, and I also needed to get a 0 because this is a very pale, cool gray. I use the C's oftentimes for black hair. And then I picked up all of these markers because they were gaps in my color chart. Obviously, I have even more gaps, but I'm not one of those people that feels obsessed about getting every single color. You see, there are several areas that are pretty gapped in terms of color, but I am thrilled that I was able to get these as well. And in Japan, what's amazing is that these markers go for about $3.80 or so. And on top of that, if you're traveling through and you're leaving, they will package it up for you and seal it up, and you can buy it tax-free. So all the taxes are removed. So you get these, both the refills and the markers, for about the equivalent of $3 US. So it's just an amazing deal. You can't actually open up that package. It's sealed up, and they put a little piece of paper, most of which is written in Japanese or Korean or Chinese, but there's one little section that's written in English, and it says, "Do not open the package until you have left Japan. Please note that if you consume the items in the package while in Japan, you are subject to relevant consumption tax." I was thrilled to get all of these for essentially like $3 a piece, which is unmatchable, I think, in the US, unless you're buying used. I also wanted to briefly let you guys know that if you are traveling, taking flights with Copic markers and Copic refills, particularly the Copic markers, you have to remember to put them in your carry-on baggage so that the pressure changes aren't too extreme, because in the checked baggage area, the pressures could really build up, and you could end up with a hot mess when you come out with your Copic markers. I actually also told my niece that she should double pack, so packaging up, you know, not only the way the store did, but on top of that, 2 other additional layers of like Ziploc baggies, so that even if something did explode in there, it wouldn't get all over her other belongings. And when you get them back to your home, you should remember to let them kind of depressurize. And if you want to open up your markers, I would recommend waiting several hours after you land and opening them up, the markers especially, on both ends, so that you can equalize the pressure inside the marker barrel, and doing that over a surface that is easy to wipe up, like, you know, a big plastic bag or in the sink or something like that, because these obviously are alcohol permanent markers. So you don't want to have, you know, a big hot mess in your suitcase or on your bed or something like that. So I just wanted to give you that additional little tip or warning, as it were. And that's it. I just wanted to come on and share my Copic buying experience, and I hope it's helpful to you guys. Please check out the description box below. Some of those links are affiliate links, others are not, but it doesn't cost you anything to click through, and I may get a commission, a small commission, on those things that I do have affiliate links for. So that's it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, long, crafty weekend for those of you guys celebrating Labor Day. And for the rest of you, I hope you guys are just having a wonderful, crafty day. Thanks for watching.